this time with much more feeling.
Swing and a miss.
Before we could get that much more commentary.
Okay, YouTube, MinnesotaEric here. So what's going on here is that there's a 10-acre section of fence that we are moving so that we can clear out the brush and the trees behind it.
Cut down there, we cut it too short.
No, really.
And since there's still cattle in the main field, we are moving or putting in a temporary fence.
You didn't just cut that too short, did you?
And I'm doing a voiceover here because sadly we had the radio cranked in the tractor, and that's a no-no with YouTube copyright laws. And so that this whole video doesn't get flagged for copyright laws, I am doing a little voiceover here. So I'm going to interleave my voice with Mark and Steve, and my making comments as those two work.
I can hear the comments now. Nobody's using a fence stretcher.
I have a fence stretcher, but this is a temporary.
What's going on here is Mark is trying to get the strands straight, and they keep trying to get tangled up here.
T is for temporary.
Meanwhile, Steve's helping him pull the wire tight. We're not using a fence stretcher because, again, it's a temporary fence. So you pro ranchers, don't beat us
A
up.
little higher on that.
We got another one we put in. Put another one, it's not good enough. We can't.
Sweetness. Does this mean I can put the cutter on and go to town on that stretch of woods?
Yep.
So here you can see the temporary gate we put in a couple of weeks ago, and now we're connecting the fence up to it. And Mark's grabbing that last and fifth strand, dragging it on and over to the post.
He already nailed himself between the fingers. So if he gets lockjaw, we know the source.
Yeah, we know it all right.
Yeah.
So here Mark and Steve are trying to pull on that fifth wire while Mark ties it down to the fence post. And then again here you can see that just horrible temporary fence. But thankfully the cattle have been fenced in their entire lives, and they're kind of used to oh look, it's a fence. And they come on over and sniff and look at it, and then they go, oh look, it's a fence. And they don't lean on it, thankfully.
Dude, can you hold this right like that?
I don't have a glove.
I know. Yeah, I got it now.
Watching Mark put up this fence is like watching a contractor cut every corner at every opportunity.
Come on. What's the best looking fence I've done so far? Say it.
I agree.
In defense of Mark's cutting corners, this fence really only has to work for about 3 or 4 weeks before the remaining cattle are sold.
For reference, YouTube, if you didn't participate, you can't judge the guy putting up the fence. You can, however, make comments.
I'll keep the cow up.
Maybe with a couple of posts. You're gonna put posts up or you're not You're gonna be postless?
I'll do one.
One post.
I don't feel like putting one in.
You just don't?
Why?
You got all the wire right there to
I
wire
suppose
up.
it could make it so the cows don't actually push yourself through.
You end up with a cow with a bunch of barbed wire around his leg.
That's the cow's fault.
The tool you're going to see Mark use here is a post hammer, and we use them for pounding posts, and used to use them for putting in docks before everybody had wheels on their docks. And the old timers putting in docks like you can imagine. A dock section has 2 posts on it, and you're having to pound that into a lake. So you're standing in water. That's how it used to be done back in the day. And this is still a useful tool for pounding in stakes for fences for cattle.
Just gotta make sure the tab's in there.
That's pro.
So you have to do.
You're like a pro rancher.
No, really.
Someday you could make a career of this. I'll check it out. He's going to get out his lineman pliers.
Yeah, this is the temporary fence. Do it the right way. That's so long. Double it up.
You got new pants too. Yeah. Maybe they're just new out of the closet. Did it right for the first one. After that, you have to bend over more. Just one strand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're conserving that wire.
No, but if you're going to keep the temperature full, then you have the cows going to be able to hold it because they like pushing and running, they like spreading their backs on the spread. That's the same.
I think you've made an awesome temporary fence. And unless we end up finding cows out on the road, then it sucked.
Well, it really sucks because that's a T-bone.
Right.
You know,
Why is T-bone out in the elsewhere? We'd have to catch the horse to herd him back.
Right. Or get four-wheeler. But that could be, yeah, you might need a horse for that. I wonder if we put that on the other side. Let's fix that. What's your? Fix that up.
He doesn't like his built-in hole.
Yeah.
All right, I take back my earlier pro fencing comments. Just trying to save some YouTube comments here, Mark.
I know.
But now you're fixing it all on your own.
So it went inward, and the cows like reach over for grass because it's always better on the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's straight high.
Now the cows can't do the lambada and like that they do underneath there.
So
That's got to be good enough. That's got to be good enough.
I could put it now.
As you can see how Mark's doing this wiring, just kind of running along and working. This isn't his first rodeo. And if you never knew what those nubs were on every fence post you've ever seen at the store, well, now you do know. It's there to catch the wire that retains the fence line, whether it's straight wire fence line or barbed wire like you see here. We have arguably two of the best variety stations in the nation right here in north central Minnesota. Stations 89.9 DG radio, call letters KKWE, and 90.5 KBXE. And what do the guys play? Big hair music. Alright, so be it. Anyway, at the end of the voiceovers, now we can return to whatever's going on in the video.
Perfect. Big hump.
One fork right above it, not that much. Above the post, you can feel don't need the clamper, you can do the one on the right, whatever's best view for you. Come in it, and I just strap it over.
Do we want to rip out every one of these stakes one at a time, or do we
Yeah.
just want to?
I don't think it'll work any other way.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna do some fiddly work. All right, gotcha. Straight up, and the magic happens. Oh, look at that. Magic.
Hey, see, so what happens is when you hit it, it went back in the same hole. Okay, so lift it up.
Oh.
So don't go in the hole, you follow me?
Yeah.
There you go, now bring it down just enough. But if that thing's straight instead of way up, it's easier.
Oh, okay. All right. Next. Okay, YouTube, so the idea is that we're going to be pulling a fence from one corner to another corner and just laying it down. We're discarding this fence, but we're trying to figure out how to get rid of it. So we decided we're not going to mess with one end of the field, so we're going to lay the fence down there. Mark's getting it ready for me to grab with the tractor, and then I'm going to tug it across the field. Mark, I would imagine if you just put that crossbar in my grapple, I clamped down on it. Yeah. Hear what was just biting me in my back. There you go. Holy smokes. It's like Wild Kingdom on my windshield here. Holy shit, there's a wasp. That's what bit me. Out of here. Oh, get out of there. That flyby felt more like a sting, and it was a sting. I just got hit by a yellow jacket. Alright, off we go. Well, if this goes according to plan, you're going to see it go doing, 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 doing. And if it doesn't go according to plan, well, it won't. Gotta herd the dog. Buddy, get out of here! Go to Mark!
See that big rock you're dragging along?
Somebody named Eric thought it would be really cool to pull that rock out and wasn't thinking when he dropped it there.
I'm always picking this up. Big rock for it.
Just a big rock I was dragging along. Okay, so Mark's tying it off again, and the other end, and then we're going to do the same thing and grapple that and try to drag it down along the fence line.
So in Barb and Dave, right?
Yeah.
They're here. I also saw them $100 worth of rubber style stuff.
No, they told me they also garage sailed.
Freaking awesome!
They were happy and tickled to death
Oh,
to
they
come
got
on
a good
down.
deal.
Yeah.
They found a little Dachshund boot brush. That was $40 antique. A porta band, $50 porta band, and some other.
There you go. Perfect.
$100. Ching ching.
Ching ching.
And free barbed wire.
And free barbed wire.
Yeah, I threw that in.
Friends of mine. Alright. So we're gonna clothesline Buddy here at some point. Mark's gonna probably try to guide this wire up. Buddy, get out of there. My dog has a death wish. So what I'm doing is dragging the half part towards the fence here. North fence. Buddy is car and truck and tractor stupid. I'm glad he didn't turn into street pizza.